J.F. Chen collection is a Getty Pacific Standard Time exhibition. It's a participating gallery exhibition. Now, the Getty, in organizing Pacific Standard Time, thought not only of coalescing a group of museums and cultural institutions to celebrate art in LA and design in LA in 1945 and 1980, but also to getting the message out that all these wonderful exhibitions are taking place. This exhibition opened in October, and it's up until January 14th of 2012. Now, in reaching the public, the Getty wisely made the decision that influencers, music stars, movie stars could help with that, and they recruited Ice Cube to help celebrate Pacific Standard Time. Ice Cube said that he connected to the work of Charles and Ray Eames and would like to help the Getty promote all the Eames exhibitions that are on. There is this one, there's an exhibition at the Eames Gallery at 850 West Pico, there's an exhibition at the A+D Museum on Wilshire Boulevard. I was the consulting curator of that one. There's one at the Eames House, and you can learn about that one at eamesfoundation.org. With this poster, Ice Cube recreated a famous Charles Eames photo, which Charles staged to promote the introduction of the first Eames chair to address the contract market, a chair that businessmen could use. And it's called the DAT-1. It was introduced in 1953. The Eames Foundation was interfacing with Ice Cube. Working with the Eames Foundation, Ice Cube has made a wonderful Eames video, which you can find on YouTube. And the Eames Foundation called me and said, given that Ice Cube wants to recreate this photo, what can we do? And I said, well, that happens to be a very rare Eames chair, but there is one in the J.F. Chen collection, and we'll take a look at it now, the very one that Ice Cube sat in for this distinctive poster. So here we have the DAT-1 of 1953 that Ice Cube sat in for this poster. It's a wonderful and very sturdy chair, which is what Charles and Ray envisioned for it. It's got the one-piece arm shell, and this marks the Charles and Ray's first use of aluminum. And they used aluminum in a very specific way. For a contract chair, they needed a sturdy base, and this is solid steel. Because it was going to get heavy office use, they sourced this wonderful paint, which in some ways is an industrial paint, but Charles and Ray didn't see a virtue in an industrial look. That's always a misconception about Eames designs. What they liked about industrial materials is that they were strong and lasted for a long time. This is remarkable. This chair was made in 1953. And because of this wrinkle-baked enamel finish, there is no rust on this base, and there's no chips in the finish. And then they used a pure aluminum as a comfortable place for the sitter to rest his feet. If you didn't want to just put your feet on the floor, you could put your feet up on these comfortable things. Famous Eames quote is, "Innovate as a last resort." Before the Eameses would design something, they wanted to make sure that there wasn't something already existing that would service for the job, and they sourced from the Basic company, B-A-S-S-I-C-K, this, which is called a flow tilt mechanism. And for the very first year or two of this design, they took the flow tilt mechanism just the way that Basic supplied it, with this very simple stamped steel turning mechanism. As we'll see, over the years, Charles and Ray worked on the DAT-1 and improved some of the features. Before leaving this really cool chair, a few other things to note. It features the first style of upholstery for the molded plastic arm shells, where the material is consistent throughout the edges, and the seat in the back is all this great premium Naugahyde. But let's look at what Ice Cube teaches us about Eames designs. He really understands them, and this is clear. The Eames were masters of sampling. They took existing materials, mixed them into something greater, and served their designs up to the people.